Hi, everyone. I am Tara, and I would like to welcome you all back to my channel. Today, I'm going to touch a base on light language, just a little bit. Sorry, there. Sorry. The reason why I'm going to touch base on light language is a friend of mine asked me about the language I was speaking. And she asked me basically how I learned it so fast and what kind of language was it, that she's never heard it on television or heard of it or what have you. So let me start off by saying light language. There's different types of light language. There's also light codes. On my channel before, I had shown some light codes. Now, light language is the universal language. It's the original language. There's different types. I'm very fluent with it. Okay, so basically what I told you there was that I didn't learn it from a book. I didn't learn it from television. I didn't learn it. I just, my consciousness. Okay. A lot of you have heard of the third eye, the pineal gland, God's eye, the eye of Horus, the all-seeing eye, what have you, which is right here. Okay. Okay. So back in 2019, I had said this before. I had been sick because of a car accident. I was going unconscious, and this one day in Costco, I went unconscious and someone grabbed my arm. And when they grabbed my arm, my body flung. And when my body flung, it put a weight on them. So they couldn't hold me no more. So they ended up letting go because it gave out. So when it let go, I went to the ground, my face smashed, my arm torqued right across, my hip smashed. For a few months after that, I had been going to the hospital, the doctors, what have you. I even went out of province at one point. They kept telling me, oh, it was anxiety, but I was spitting up blood. I was tasting blood all the time. I was having severe pain in here. It was like my body was being crushed. My muscles were deteriorating. I was dying. Someone very close to me was trying to get me to Alberta. And what was happening is I was experiencing death. My spirit was so compressed and confined that it was trying to get away. Like I was dying and I was going like that, trying to catch myself. I was seeing myself in a hospital bed with my family surrounding me. I had people getting upset with me because, well, the doctors are telling you it's this and it's that, but you know your own body. So I knew my own body. I knew that, okay, like something bad's happening. And just one night I was laying on my bed and I was seeing people come in my room because we go on different timelines, dimensions, what have you. So I was seeing what was happening or what had happened to me in the past, and I was experiencing it then. So I seen my mom in my room at the foot of my bed. My mom is deceased. I was seeing my mom there. I was seeing this little girl, and she was coming in my room, and people were coming in the door as if it was like kind of a hospital. The door was wide open, and I hollered out, "Get the F out!" And my someone close to me that was at my house at the time, they heard. And then the next day, I was out laying on my couch, and like I had been vomiting. I was blowing bubbles. And I feel somebody in the collective starting to cry. Please, don't cry for me, okay? It is hard for me to say this, but I have to. So I'd be going like that and trying to follow it and trying to hold myself together. And I was laying on the couch, and I could actually, I could feel myself dying. Okay, I was going into shock. I know how people feel when they're going into shock, and I know why they'll grab up and they'll holler for help because they feel themselves going and they have no control over it. I was alone, which was even more scary. But I could feel myself slipping away. And when I felt that, like I could hear my nephew and my son come in my house, and I heard my nephew say to my son, "Oh, your mother's still sleeping." So I don't know how many times they had come in my home to figure, oh, well, I was still sleeping. And when I was going, I could feel it. And when they say there is a light, there is. For me, it started off as like a 3 cluster of light, like LED lights. And then it duplicated to 6, and then 9. And then it just kept going. Like so much that it was like, it was so massive of a light. It was like going into the sun. And I don't know how long I was there. But when I would come back, when I was sent back, I seen this young girl. She was very gray in color. She had long black hair, and she was wearing a blue dress. It was really weird. And I'm over that now, and it was kind of like creepy crawl out the window. Now, some may think, oh, well, you're crazy. Like, oh, man, you should be in the hospital. Like, what the heck are they letting you out for? Well, I made a contract with God. Okay, so when I made the contract with God, it was to come back and help humanity, help everyone. I've been here many times. After that, I was still experiencing stuff. So I went to Alberta, and I was experiencing stuff up there to the point where like my heart rate was going up to 140. I couldn't figure out what was going on. And then I come home, and I started doing some research, and other things happened. And my nephew, he was coming to me, and he explained to me about Nikola Tesla. Okay, Nikola Tesla says about the frequencies. To 369, the keys to the universe. Okay, some of us ended up dying and being returned to come back to help, because we're taking in a lot of energy. Okay, and the energy that's coming in from the sun, like they say, and I'm going to say this, and I don't care. They say COVID-19. Okay, I've told you before, COVID, when it's decoded, it gives you a DEA number, and 19 gives you artificial intelligence. Now, if you really have observed and paid attention when they're saying about The actual name for COVID is the coronavirus. Okay. Now, corona actually means crown. And what they're really talking about, and they're trying to stop it from happening, but they can't. You've been feeling weird. You've been feeling on edge. You've been stressed. You've been anxiety. Well, this is what's happening. The energies are coming in. Some people are passing because they can't, their body just can't handle the energy. So it gives them feelings of being sick, of having the flu, bad. And some people can't breathe. There's times when, like, I felt like I couldn't breathe. It was like that. And I have the collective, and then they say, breathe, Tara, you need to breathe. Okay. You're not dying. We just need you to relax. Okay. Now, corona, like I said, it means crown. Well, it's actually the outer layer of the sun. Okay. Which is the crown. And that's where the energy is coming from. Solar flares. Okay. If you look up solar flares, you'll see that the flashes of the solar flares, the energy is coming from the crown of the sun, the corona. Okay. The world is changing. Okay. We are in an apocalypse. We are in Revelations. An apocalypse, it just means the unveiling of the truth. Okay. And as you can see, there's a lot of truth coming out and a lot of confusion, because you got the ones that are actually finding the truth and putting it out there. And you have the ones that are saying, no, we're going to confuse you. Okay. Stay focused, get outside. Okay. Get grounded. Okay. Now the energy that comes in, okay, some are just, we're learning it. It's coming to us. It's like downloads. It's like when you download a computer. Okay. Well, the light that's coming in, the energies that's coming in, it's coming in our body. So it's making us on edge. Some of us, like, our vibrations are changing. We feel like we're shaking. It's like sometimes the lights are flickering around us. You need to get grounded for that energy to come in. You need to take time to breathe. Okay. I ended up, this light language, it came to me. I didn't learn it anywhere. I was sitting down one day in the living room, and I was watching an episode of Ancient Aliens. And what ended up happening is they showed hieroglyphics. But I'll come back to that because I just thought of something. Now, when I first started decoding, we have been watching a program of Ancient Aliens, and we paused it because we wrote down this code thing that the aliens had given a man. So I wrote it down, and when I looked at it and decoded it, and it come back that it was saying Shiva. Shiva is here. Shiva is the light, the destroyer of evil, the destruction. Okay. It's exposing. The light is what is exposing the darkness. Okay. So the truth seekers are good. Their heart is telling them, their gut is telling them, you have to come out of your own mind to see the truth. You have to let ego push, like, let ego go. Tell ego, hey, step off. Because once you let ego step off, then you're opening up. Your mind is opening up, and you're actually hearing things instead of, well, I don't want to hear it. I don't want to hear it. So you're blocking it. You're saying, no. Just like a little kid. I can't hear you. I don't want to hear you. Okay. So you got to take the fingers out of your ears. You got to take the blinds off your eyes and the mask off your face. Okay. Speak your truth. If you got a bully, Like, you could kill them with kindness, but we're standing up for ourselves. Okay. Now, I'll get back to the episode of Ancient Aliens, because I said about like one episode when it started, I found out it meant that Shiva was here, the light. Okay. So, and I actually seen some things. I've seen the other side of the good and the bad, and I've seen what the world actually looks like. And somebody told me that this is how they explain it in the Bible. And I didn't read the Bible. Okay. I seen it. And okay. Just hang on, because I really want you all to see it too. Okay. And you're going to. Okay. Now, back to when I first started speaking the light language. I was sitting in front of the TV and I was watching an episode of Ancient Aliens. And they showed these hieroglyphics. Okay. And when they showed the hieroglyphics, I just looked at it and I was like, and I thought I was speaking gibberish. Okay. I literally thought, like, holy crap, like, what the heck? Like, really? But then I started speaking it all the time, and it's natural to me. It's like it's my first language. I would much rather speak light language all the time because it feels more natural to me. Things come out easier. They flow. Now, I have someone who, like, they were always, oh, will you stop talking like that? You're not saying nothing. Well, now they don't. And I could be in a store and it doesn't matter where I'm at. And I don't care if people like it or not, or if they feel, well, I can't understand that. But even if they can't understand it, they know that it's something good because they feel it. Okay? So this person who did not like me speaking it would always tell me, oh, will you just stop talking like that? Now, they'll say something smart back, because you might not know what I'm saying, but your higher self does. And that's why you feel good about it. Because your higher self is actually understanding it. So I was watching and it just started. Some call it tongues. Some say, oh, well, that's not a language. Like, yeah, it is. Google it. Okay? So it's the enchanted, it's the enlightened. Okay? And I will not stop speaking it. And I know one day you will be able to. I started a channel. I had originally, I called it Mystical Healing. And then I lost my notebook. And I kind of got bummed out because a lot of things happened this year, the past year. So it was like I got kicked for a bit. It was like somebody saying, oh, well, you think you're all that. I'm going to knock you down a peg or two. Well, when you get knocked down a peg or two, pop yourself back up. A lot's happening right now. Ask yourself, like, when you look and you see something and you look and you kind of shake your head and say, deja vu? You all know what deja vu means. It means that it's happened before. We are reliving something. We keep getting put back in time. But now we're going forward, and it's not going to get stopped. We're going to keep moving forward. So when you feel like you're down and you're depressed, you have anxiety, listen to 432 528 hertz. Okay. If you have negative, you can listen to those negative feelings. Listen to those, and it'll help you through what you're going through. I know, because I'm doing it myself. It helped me to heal physically, emotionally, mentally, and spiritually. I said it before, like, yes, it passed little over in a year. I had been to the psychiatric unit 3 times. And the last time I went to the therapist, well, I stopped my medication 2 years ago. I went cold turkey, but like, don't go cold turkey. Okay, you like, if you felt like you were coming off your meds, you got to wean off. Okay, some go cold turkey and it just has an adverse effect. Okay, so I'd never say go cold turkey. But listen to the frequencies. I'm working with someone now, and let me tell you, oh, were they ever hard to get through to. But now they're actually looking, and they're not poo-pooing me anymore. Certain things they're still poo-pooing me for, but they will see. One thing being the sun. They say, well, when you get down the road and you start complaining about problems with your eyes, well, guess what? I had problems with my eyes. I was wearing glasses, and they were high prescription. And now I don't wear them. I wear them for reading, because looking at a tablet or words, stuff like that, it's a little harder. But when I'm outside, because it's natural. I feel much better. I stare at the sun. I actually lock eyes with the sun, and don't hurt me. When I first started doing it, talk about blinding. Oh yeah, it was like going like this, trying to look at the sun. So I'd go like this, and I'd hold my eyes up and force myself to look at the sun. And now it's just it's very easy. It don't hurt my eyes. It actually, like, you end up seeing, like, the sky is actually very bright blue, and it's going to get brighter. Okay, believe me, we're in for some different stuff. Okay, today, like, we have this, I don't know what it is. It looks like it's a cross between a coyote and a fox or something, and it's brindle. Like, it's got these long legs, but it's got the face of a fox, but not the colors. It's really weird looking. And when it runs and I speak light language, he stops, and he just turns, and he's like looking at me. Now today I was sitting outside, and all of a sudden the crow was doing his crow thing, and it was trying to chase this thing off. Well, this thing was not even 20 feet from me. Because as your vibration changes, you'll notice that more and more animals are coming up to you, or they're getting closer to you. You get, like, I talk to animals and bugs and stuff like that. I'm not ashamed to say it. Dr. Dolittle, real. Only you don't physically, like, people don't hear the animals talk out loud, but they hear them telepathically. Because we are telepathic. And I told you that I told you all that before. And this is part of the energy coming in. When you think you're going crazy, you're not going crazy. If you're hearing voices, focus on the positive ones. Okay, and know the difference. Okay, if the voices are making you feel good, then it's the positive collective. When something tells you to do something bad, don't listen. Dishk. Follow your heart, follow your gut, because you know what's right and you know what's wrong. But we all have free will. So, with that being said, I hope that kind of explains the light language part. Okay? It's very good. It's exhilarating. It's authentic. And it's part of who you are. When you hear people say, oh, well, you're going to hell, and about the chosen ones, well, we're all chosen. It's our choice whether or not we go that path or we go a different path. I choose to follow God. God is love. Love is God. Love is infinite energy. And like I said before, somebody asked me, like, do you believe in God? Like, what do you think about atheists? Well, or religion or what have you. Each to their own. Okay. And with atheists, if you don't believe in God, like, if you believe in science, then you just don't like the word God. But you're made in the image of God. Okay? God and science are the same because it's the energy. God is neither male nor female because God lives in all of us. And we're in the Christ movement. There's a lot of stuff that we've been told that's not true because it's to keep us under thumb. And we've been made sick by the things that we've been told. I've done things wrong in my life, but so has everyone else. It doesn't make us bad people because we weren't born bad. We were all programmed. And we were programmed where we've been turning on each other. We've been divided. Well, we got to stop that dividedness. And we got to bring together. Okay? It's bringing together in unity. We were always supposed to work together. Okay? Research the ancients. Okay? Think of the pyramids. Okay? Because it wasn't people. It was vibration. They were using sound frequencies. You tap in to the right vibration, the right frequency, and you can actually feel yourself. Okay, I like I thought the transmission was going in my car because my tachometer keeps going like this, like it goes funky on me. So just yesterday, I had somebody else drive my car to see if it done it to them. And it didn't. So come to find out why it's doing that for me, and the collective have been telling me, and I've been wondering about it because I say it's going wonky. Well, it's because my vibration. I'm vibrating at a different level. So when I'm vibrating, I'm moving the pedal, not knowing that I'm moving it. So I'm up and down because my vibrations are making it move. So I just got to stop looking at the trigonometer and know that, wait a minute, there's nothing wrong with my transmission. It's my vibration. So it's up to you if you let the energy of Christ come in you. Okay? If you're letting it, don't fight it. Like, it's like sometimes you feel like your heart's jumping out or your head's going to explode. Sometimes you feel like you're just going crazy and just like, oh my God, stop. But you can get it under control. Okay? I have my days where I just, like, you're up, you're down. It's like one massive roller coaster. Okay? But once you learn the universal language, it's just going to keep coming. And when it starts happening to you, you're going to feel the difference. And I've told people before, like, if you're there and you feel like you're going to speak gibberish, let it out. You got to let it out, because what it is, it's your higher self coming through. Don't let someone channel through you. Okay? Because you don't know who's channeling. Okay, it happens to me sometimes, and when I thought it was someone else, but like now I know that when I'm speaking this language, it's me, because I'm feeling it from here. I'm feeling it from within. It's not forced. It's myself and my higher self. We're starting to align. Okay? For the longest time, I fought it because I thought I was going to lose myself, my identity. I have someone going to cry right now. But I didn't lose my identity. I'm finding my true identity. I'm changing. I'm evolving. I'm becoming a happy person. Do I get pissed off sometimes? Oh, yeah. Because I just shake my head, because there's things that I don't understand. I don't understand why we're treating each other the way we do. Because it really bothers me when other people say about bullies, but they're a bully themselves. They say about what's happening with the war and this person being a bully, but they're a bully themselves. It's hard to go within and look at yourself. Trust me, I know. Because I didn't want to. Because I was afraid of what I was going to see. I've had visions. I've seen other people's lives, and it can be really scary. I've seen a man in a vision. I've seen the man in the cloud, standing in the cloud, or the person holding a staff. When I interpreted that through dreams, like I said. It means God is here. Our dreams tell us things. And at the same time that I seen God, a man come running and told me to roll up the car window. And when I looked to the right, there was a swarm of locusts. Well, the locusts is like them eating us up, like the darkness, like they're programming us, they're hurting us. And when I went to roll the window up, it was a windy window. And then I had the dream where it was like I was in a dungeon. And standing there was they appeared to be extremely burnt. With this horrendous looking dog creature. It was very scary, and I bounced out of there and I went into another room. I know what that was. I bounced into another room, and somebody was handing me a cup, which represents, when you dream interpret somebody giving you a cup, it represents the Holy Grail. So it was all of it. I was being shown that we're in the spiritual war. This is a war. And it's a spiritual war. It's a war on our psyche. And a lot of us are waking up, and that's what the light language is. It's waking up. It's the energy coming in. It's the energy coming through. It's a guide. We're all very unique. And we all have psychic abilities. Today we went to a beach, and the person I went with, he looked out in the meadow. And he says to me, you know, that's what we were made from. And this person was not so much a believer in God, but they believe that we are made from stardust. And we are. We are all stars, star seeds, indigos, rainbow warriors, light warriors, light workers, light workers. We're all family. And they want us fighting each other. What was it? Captain America? Civil War? Well, Civil War is family fighting each other. Right now they have us turned on each other, saying, well, no, you got to think this way. You got to believe this way. I'm right. You're wrong. No one's right or wrong. It's a matter of seeing things for what it really is. Everything's imploded. So have an open mind. And just remember that we've already been through this. Right now, we're watching a movie. If I can find it, it's a video of, like, I'm sitting in my living room and I have anger management on. I forget his name. Charlie Sheen. Yes, thank you. And we're sitting there and it's really weird, the sound coming from the TV, but that's what they really are. They're taking your money from you. They're not someone to look up to. And as I explained it before, when we say home is where the heart is, Where's the heart? The heart is within you. You are home. You are your home. Okay? Yesterday, I went somewhere and I found that out. It was like I wanted to go back to my childhood home because I was running. And I found out I was running from myself. And I can't run no more. I may still feel like I want to run. But we have to face ourselves and we have to let go of the past. I've had someone tell me that a psychologist tells them, well, no, you got to do this, you got to do that. Well, no, you don't. They tell you that because they're making money. As long as they can make you keep worrying and thinking about it, the more they're making money. There are good people out there that are trying to help people get past the stuff. But then there's the ones that are like, oh, well, you got to do this, like you got to do that. You do what's best for you, not what's best for someone else's pocketbook. This person told me, oh, well, I'm not paying for it. The government is. Well, I'm here to tell you, if you're in Canada and there was a doctor where I'm from, Dr. Robert Miller, who did an article in the Chronicle Herald telling about our healthcare money and where it actually goes. And I've said this before, our healthcare money does not go into our healthcare. That's why they're screaming they got no money. Because it's going to all the doctors, lawyers, like to pay for a doctor's lawyer who is the doctor's being charged or sued for medical malpractice. The biggest majority of our tax dollars that goes to medical care is paying for that doctor's lawyer to protect them. So there's no recourse when they screw up, and they know it. You got doctors who care, and you got doctors, oh, well, I don't care. I can do what I want. Here in Canada, a doctor loses their medical license in one province, they can go to the next province and practice. Right? How is that right? It's not. If you lost your license should be gone. No getting it back in another province so that you can screw somebody else over. It's time that we all wake up, rub our eyes, and see what's really happening. You can get better yourself by changing your diet, letting go, purging, letting things go that no longer resonate with you, that just don't, that keep you down. Get rid of the pop, get rid of the sugar, get rid of the fast food, get rid of all that crap because it's making you sick. That movie of the guy, I don't know what it was called, but he was going from he was a skinny man, and he was going from fast food place to fast food place. It made him overweight, obese, and it made him extremely sick. and we're feeding it to our kids. I'm not judging because I was giving it to mine. I was eating it myself. I eat fish. I eat fruit. I eat vegetables. I pretty much took sugar, like not fruit sugar, but fake sugar, out of my diet. And I feel good. Physically, mentally, emotionally, and spiritually. I feel lighter. I feel healthier. My skin is healthier. My weight has been the same. Somebody asked me the other day, like, how did you lose all your weight? Did you give it all to me? No. I walk. I bike. And I get out in the sun, in Mother Nature. And I don't know if you can hear, but I have frequencies on in the background. I don't know when last I really watched a program or anything on TV. I can't stand it. And like I said the other day in a video, like I had somebody say to me, well, you're hypocritical because you say you don't like technology, but you're on YouTube. I'm putting things out there. I'm not sitting in front of a TV like this, and I'm not, or a screen, and I'm not going, and I'm not sitting in front of the news going, oh, what's next? What's next? What's next? What's next? Because it's televised to your vision. And fear is false information appearing real. If they can keep you in fear of what's going to come or what's going to happen, we're creating it. We're keeping it going. Step outside and look outside. I know they say like things are happening afar, and I understand that. But it's already happening. It's already happened. Think of World War I, World War II, and now we're in World War III. It's because they kept taking us backwards. So it's still like World War I, only we're repeating it for the third time. Oh, crap. Det är skidda. Break free. Okay? Break free from the manipulation. Money's just a control thing. Like it's like you want to keep up with the Joneses. Why keep up with the Joneses? It's just putting you in debt, right? Break free of contracts. I know people who they're buying gas on a credit card. Gas is $2.05. And you're buying gas on a credit card, so you're paying 19% more. It don't always make sense. Like right now, I'm almost boycotting everything. I go sit in my backyard. Sometimes we go for a drive to get away. But we can all stop this madness by coming together, working together. Refuse to do the dirty work. Refuse to be the pawns in their war games. Thank you. Okay? Take control of your own life. Don't let somebody else run it for you. Be a sovereign being. Because you are. Don't feel hope. Because hope has already risen. And it's now free. Freedom. And we got people that are fighting for the freedom. I had somebody tell me the meek. It meant like the people who hid. But to me, when you think of the meek, it's like they say a raccoon is meek. But you back a raccoon in a corner who's starving? And they're going to stand up for themselves. We have a lot of mental health problems going on right now, especially with our kids. It's time to protect them. And by putting a mask on their face, our schools should be teaching survival. Like natural stuff. How to cook. How to build things. You say, oh, well, that's college. Well, why not start teaching them when they're little? Then they can build their own house. They can cook their own food. They can make their own clothes. You don't need name brand. Did you know that the biggest majority of the name brand stuff is made by children? Ain't that slave labor? Someone found out about how Samsung treat their people that work for them. But wait a minute. That's every place. They're abusive. Ching! Get the whip out. Look around you. All these fast food places, all places, they're hiring. Why? It's not because of this, all because of that, or this, or it's because people don't want to be abused no more. They see things for what they really are. They want something better. I told someone that what I think needs to happen is, hey, the government takes all our money, they're pocketing it, they're getting rich, and we're getting poor, and it's like, hey, you know what? Let's dig in their pockets now. Let's all go on assistance. Take back what they took from us. I said, like, we all live on unceded land, and unceded land means that the government has no right to it. So if they don't own the land, why the heck are we paying taxes for land that they don't own? Okay? These past days, this past week, I've felt like I've had the shit kicked out of me. Today, I didn't even want to get out of bed. But I was like, no. Get out in the sunshine. We do need our rest. And depression is deep rest. Disease means your body is at disease. It needs a change. It needs the healthy stuff. Because all this stuff that they're feeding you, the stuff that's cheaper, it's the stuff that's making you sick. And there's 8 people, roughly, who's in charge of it all. Det skrattar, skulle jag. Okay? So, don't worry what Jack is doing down the road, because it's not your business. If they're hurting kids, it's your business. We can't turn a blind eye to our vulnerable people getting hurt. You can't turn a blind eye anymore. We need to stand up for them. We need to help them. And I know that there's stuff watching me. They can't hurt you. The armor of God. And I've noticed that every time I'm feeling down or I feel frustrated, that red truck that says armor always drives by. It's telling me that it's going to be okay because you have the armor of God. We all have the armor. It's just been beaten. So build that armor back up. Briskia. Mr. Clean. Okay? Brisket to skrin. Ikotole skala. Kimin dotore skre no griashkle twe. Get centered. Come in here. Don't let this brain run you. No right from wrong. But if your heart is telling you something and your gut is telling you something that something just doesn't seem right, then it's telling you for a reason. And that's this here brain is the brain you should be listening to. We use this brain for other things, but it's a matter of getting it all aligned, the chakras. Okay? Meditate. You don't have to sit there and go, Om. Okay? Like, it's more silencing your mind, getting out in nature and just kind of calming yourself, being with yourself. Be with your loved ones. Turn off the TV. Like I said one other day, that like TV, you're seeing somebody and they're sitting there like this. And then you try to say something. What? Well, I had that happen the other day. And I told them all for it. I told them exactly what they did. And now that person is actually finding out natural ways to help themselves. They're weaning themselves off of medication. And this person has been taking medication for many, 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 many years. But they're finding out that this is stuff they actually already knew, but were made to forget by modern medicine, which a lot of people swear by it, but I swear it makes you sick. And I don't take it anymore. I don't even go to a doctor. I haven't been to a doctor in almost 2 years now. I have my family right in here. And they're helping me through this. And I'm extremely grateful for them all. And like I said, we're all psychics. Get the book, Psychic in You. Because you two are already always also one. So, I know I went off the quarter of just light language and explaining it, but it kind of all, it all comes back to the energy. Okay? And I'm learning. It's practice what you preach. And I'm practicing what I preach. Not perfect. Nobody is. Okay? Just know that we need to help each other. Okay? We're supposed to be working together. And this is our test. We're in a big test. And it's coming together and working together to make life better. And electronics and technology, we can do things without it. We just need to talk to one another, communicate with one another. Not an artificial intelligence. Because you yourself, you're the intelligence. You're the wisdom. You already have abundance. You've just been clouded from seeing it. You don't need material goods. It's like that Madonna song. I'm material, immaterial world. We're in a material world, but it doesn't mean you have to be materialistic. Because the more things you have, the more baggage you have. Prieska tutushkre. Mikatureska tutore. Ekolashkla tukrevre. Mikanuskutitui. Eshalalekuri. Purigaraskre ekotoeshkreno. I love you all, and I'm sending you all much love, light, many blessings, and most importantly, very good health. And this goes out to all who wants to, accept it, and willing to. Deskiriashkulei.